Welcome to Fastang 444. I really need your help. I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I will jump into this game later in the game. You can see there's 7 drivers left. I'm in the Chola. I see this Audi RS6. I decide to take it because it has a higher road speed than the Chola. And I am just going to get on the highway and full send it. This is a final arena in the Northeast. Final arena 5. So here's a car parked right over here. They're not on the highway like I was hoping, but close enough. And it winds up being a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario. Wow. So if I could steal this Lamborghini, this would be perfect. I'll cut across here and get on the road and gain some speed. They are right behind me. But I still have the lead. And they make a fatal error of trying to go in a direct route through the trees there. I don't know if they know of a route. I don't, but I need to slow down and watch this as I cross the finish. There they are, disappearing in the trees. I got it. Yes. And this gamer tag caught me by surprise. I have an online gaming friend, Joanna P. Hornet. Is this Mr. Hornet?
Opponent eliminated.
And I will jump ahead where I am getting in position for the final showdown. You can see a head-to-head just completed. There is a driver that was trying to clear the field that gets into a Funko. So this is two-driver final showdown between myself and the Lamborghini in a Funko. This is the point I like to leave from right here.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 5. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave at 21 seconds. The Funko wisely tries to block me, but I get by them with a fair amount of speed. Exit at 2 seconds, not bad. Which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And when the finish point appears, it appears to be north of the highway. So I will just follow the highway, which bends to the right towards this finish. And when I get a little closer, I will open up the map and see precisely where this finish is. In a straightaway, so I don't go off-road and crash. Right through here is a good place, and I'll pause this. I can see it is east of the stadium. So there is an angled road ahead that goes off of this bridge. It crosses the highway. This is a good line to follow. Now I will go through the bottom of the Dog's Head. Also a clear route. Avoiding that trapezoid area around the back of the Dog's Head. You can see all those buildings that were around there. And there are some trees off to the right that the Funko went through. May have clipped one. What a great game in this Lamborghini Centenario that I stole with the Audi RS6. Yes!
Congratulations! You are the eliminator.
And this was the first win on this day. I will jump into this game going up the mountain. This will be Final Arena 18 up the mountain. I decided to try and get the Chola up here and go to battle on Vulcan Road. And along the way, I clipped this tree. Fortunately, I landed on my wheels. I lose all my momentum, and there is someone else here in a Ferrari that will not be able to make it up the mountain. I bump into them, and they are spinning their wheels there. So I just need to get to this finish and level up into a level 7 or take their level 7. They wound up rolling over and resetting on the road there, to my surprise. So that will allow them to get up the mountain. I've not seen that before, but kudos to them for coming up with a way to get up the mountain in the Ferrari. And they must have quit there. It doesn't show their gamer tag. And I will take the Jeep Trailcat, because in the snow the Ferrari is going to spin its wheels up here, and I will speed this part ahead. I just came over here. I call this the Mike Mechanic method. He comes up above the finish point, and here comes a vehicle towards me. I engage in the head-to-head with them. They are in the faster Merc AMG GT. So I will calmly get over to the finish so I don't miss the finish. And I will pause this here. Watch what it offers me. It offers me the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, or obviously taking the Merc AMG GT. I am going to take the Merc AMG GT. Higher top speed. I tried engaging in a head-to-head with that level 9, and I just missed them. So time to go up the mountain and get in position for the final showdown as I'm spinning my wheels. I may have been wise to take the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck in the snow. But I think this will have a higher top speed going down the gap, down the mountain.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
I like parking next to these boulders. It eliminates the antics of those that try ramming you before the final showdown. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 18. The range of time to leave is 13 to 14 seconds, and because of the snow, I will leave it 16 seconds. Wheels will be spinning here. I don't know if the other 4 drivers are trying to influence the finish or caught out of position here. Just myself and this level 9 are trying to time their exit, and I will slow this down. Watch how close to being eliminated I am. 4. Right there before I get to the exit. So I exit at 3.4 seconds, which will leave 1 millisecond remaining on the timeout bar. Far too close, but I guess I can say a perfect exit. I am not eliminated. Someone else was eliminated by the arena. It's not the level 9. They are still behind me. And look at where this finish is. They influenced the finish to this exotic location. I've only ever seen this once before, where I influenced it there with some random driver. So let's get on the road and put the power down here. I am in 5th position of 5 drivers. Let's see how this works out here. And once I get around this bend in the road, I will start taking a direct route over towards this finish. Right around here. There's a road ahead that I want to try and get on. See the other drivers now on the mini-map. I've gone up to 4th position. Have to watch out for these rolling hills through here. No, 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 don't get on your wheels. Oh, I'm going to reset my position. I was in 3rd position, now I'm in 4th position. No. All right, let's not lose hope. Let's keep going. I will open up the map and zero in on this. A direct route, you have to go through rolling hills and trees. I am going to cut across the bend in the road that's ahead, closer to the bend in the road. So once I get closer to that, I will cut across. Everyone else decides to take more of a direct route. So I actually like my chances. Right at this point, when I see them go on a direct route, look at all those trees there in the rolling hills that they have to go through. Let's get through here. All right. Still in 4th position, but watch my position as I get near this finish. All right, let's get on the road. Look at them. They're all right there, and I pass them. I go into 1st position. I try cutting across the turn, and I run into that boulder, but I'll still get the win in. Yes, what a great win to an exotic finish. Yes!
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I'll jump into this game later in the game. You can see there are 11 drivers left there. I just completed this head-to-head in this Porsche 959. We'll level up into the level 7 Bronco. We'll circle around the perimeter. This is going to be Final Arena 2. So the plan is to go around Horizon Street Scene and try and catch someone going south towards where the final arena will be, the finish for a head-to-head. I've had actually good luck doing this, but I know I have to use caution. Sometimes some skilled players will also go here in level 10s waiting for the final showdown. And as I get to this point, I can see a driver on the mini-map there. So let's not go around Horizon Street Scene where I typically would go. And this winds up being a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario. What have I done? They're easily going to pass me. I try blocking them and they just go around. I know there's a shed right on the edge of this greenhouse to also go around, and I think they may have bounced off of that shed and their momentum carried them too far off to the right, and I wind up crossing the finish right in front of them. The Lamborghini Centenario will be mine.
Opponent eliminated.
I will speed this part up where I just went away from the progression of the game, outside of where the final arena will be, and waited to the arena began to shrink for the final showdown, and made my way over at this bend in the road where I like to leave for the final showdown, right here next to this sign. This driver behind me just completed a head-to-head and gets into a level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave at 22 seconds. The R.J. Anderson Pro 2 truck looks to be trying to influence the finish off to the southwest. And there's someone trying to influence the finish to the southeast there. There's a driver that is going this direction. I exit with a fair amount of speed at 2 seconds. And that leaves 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And finish goes this direction. I think by those other drivers going different directions, they canceled each other out, and I succeeded. So at this point, I realize I can go through the stadium. I know there are some buildings just short of this entrance, so I avoid those, go in at an angle, get through the stadium here. I opened up the map in this straightaway and will pause this. I see the finish is on the road that goes around the southeast portion of the mountain. So we'll continue on this road and gradually angle over towards this finish. A few buildings and trees on this line I avoid. Over to this finish. Yes, what a great win in this Lambo Centenario I stole with a level 7 Bronco. Yes.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
The previous games along with this game were all on the same day, this being win number 6 on this day. As you can see, I am in the level 1 Nissan Tsuru, and I find this level 7 Ford Bronco, but oh, it disappears. And when that happens, this is a game glitch. I'm unable to open up the map. I actually considered quitting because I was so frustrated that that drop disappeared, but I have 7 wins on the day, and I want to keep the streak going. Not that they were consecutive, but not have any quits. So I jumped ahead, obviously, where I was in this level 4 Mitsubishi Lancer, challenged a level 5 Porsche, and I just went by a level 6 Audi RS7, a much quicker car. I take a level 5 Maserati, because that is faster than the level 5 Porsche that I beat. And I open up the map here. This is going to be Final Arena 7 in the southeast. You can see that Arena 6 is not within the arena wall, and the swamp is not within the arena wall. So that's another clue. It's going to be Arena 7. And I will jump ahead again. That vehicle parked and is invisible on the mini-map. I go by them with momentum, going the direction of a head-to-head. Level 4, so I had an easy win getting over to this finish. Actually not too far from where I like to leave.
Opponent eliminated!
From where head-to-head's complete, so no one snipes me, and take this level 6 Porsche 959, and I will fast forward this. I just waited here. There are 4 drivers left. The arena is shrinking for the final showdown, and I obviously am going to use this Porsche level 6 959 in the final showdown.
For the final showdown!
I will pause this here. Final showdown in 27 seconds. The point I like to leave from is just ahead for Arena 7. And at that point, the range of time to leave is 18 to 20 seconds. I'm going to leave now. I'll be close to that range when I get there, I believe. I'm actually a few seconds above the maximum in that range, 18 to 20 seconds, but that's fine actually. That range of time is for level 10s or near level 10 speed in accelerating vehicles. So I just will kind of maintain my speed through here. I exit with the minimum amount of speed at 2 seconds, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And myself and this lower level vehicle are the only ones going this direction, so I actually like my chances at this point. I always go this direction on this road, and the finish is northwest, so I will cut through the trees here, and as I get closer I will adjust my direction depending on where this finish is. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't roll over and reset. I hit that bump there. See a vehicle off on my right that is gaining on me, so they most likely are in a level 10, so I decide to try and shoot a gap through the northern end of the pyramid strip, get through here cleanly. They may have got hung up back there because that gap has widened. So it looks like I'm going to be able to get this win in. How great is that? 8 wins on the day, number 8 in the Porsche 959. And I went on to win 2 more games on this day, 10 wins on the day. And I will slow this down. There's 4 drivers left. I look behind me and that driver disappears off the map. So they quit as I cross the finish. We go from 4 drivers left to 3 drivers left. Regardless, what a great win in the Porsche 959. Yes!
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
This is the last win on this day that I will show you. I'll go on to other great wins. I'll jump into this game. It's around halfway through this game. I find this level 6 exoset, and we'll fast forward. There is a car that is going over towards this drop. So they are on a car drop search. Most likely they are in a lower level car. They wind up being in a level 3. Sport Quattro. Off we go, and I will jump ahead as I am crossing the finish. And when I see this finish point here on the highway north of New Leg, I know this will be Final Arena 13. So there will be head-to-heads that I like, actually, that go south to north between the hills. And I will continue on as I take this great car, this Merc AMG GT. And you can see the second to last arena wall, and the highway goes through the middle of it. That is another clue it will be Final Arena 13. And I will jump ahead where I am getting in position for that head-to-head that I like that goes south to north through the hills. Not this bridge, but the other bridge. This one here. You can see there's a gap between the hills over on the left there. That's where the head-to-head will go. While I am waiting here, someone levels up into a Merc AMG 1. Be difficult to beat on a traditionally eastbound highway final showdown. And many times it goes off the highway, so I may have a chance. And I will pause this here. You can see the Final Arena wall now for Final Arena 13. Put that overlay there. And this doesn't always work. It takes a bit of patience. I am invisible on the mini-map, but you can see me quite plainly as you go between the hills south here, parked. And sometimes cars will come over here going away from the direction of a head-to-head and try and engage, thinking they are in a faster car. So let's see. As I said, this takes a lot of patience and it does not always work. Here's someone coming right at me as anticipated, and they are in a much faster Hoonigan Group A. That is a fatal error on their part. I have momentum and we'll be able to beat them and take the Hoonigan Group A. Finish is just over here on the highway. This will be perfect. I can somewhat compete in the final showdown in the Hoonigan Group A, which is near level 10 speeds.
Opponent eliminated.
The Nissan GTR is actually very close to the same top speeds as the Hoonigan Group A, but I'm definitely taking the Hoonigan Group A. And the arena is now shrinking for the final showdown, and someone gets into a level 10 Funko there. So right over here on the perimeter on this ramp, facing east is the point I like to leave from, right here.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 13. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave it 24 seconds. I passed the Funko here, trying to time my exit, and that Merc AMG 1 is coming on very quickly. I timed my exit with speed perfectly at 3 seconds. The Merc AMG 1 tries to pass me, and I try blocking them. They get by me, along with the Funko. Initially, it looks like the finish may be somewhere near Atlantis to Tula or downstream from Cascade Falls, and it is downstream from Cascade Falls. I'm zeroing in on that as I pause that. So I will cross this bridge. There's a yellow billboard just across this bridge that is literally a sign that I use to turn to the right. Just beyond that tree, there's that billboard. Angle over to the right. Now go between the greenhouses. And it's right in line of this road, the finish. So I will angle over to the right and get on this road. Then angle over to the left towards the west side of Atlantis to Tula. I have to continue on this line and go through some trees that are ahead. Fortunately, I find a gap between the trees and I do not hit a single tree. The Merc AMG 1 must have hit a tree, and I will slow this next part down. Watch this. I passed them as they hit a tree right there. And I am going to get over to this finish and win this, beat the Merc AMG 1 in this Hoonigan Group A I took just before the final showdown. What a great win. Yes!
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
I will jump into this game as I complete this head-to-head, and this will be Final Arena 1 around Horizon Street Scene.
Opponent eliminated!
as you can see, get into this level 6 exoset, and I am going to try and lead this vehicle away, turn around on them, and engage in a head-to-head. That worked. They bumped me, slowed me down a little bit, but that is the Camaro. So I shouldn't have a problem beating them. The finish is just over here on the highway. East of the Cloverleaf, and I am taking the level 8 Camaro. Haha.
Opponent eliminated.
I will open up the map and pause this here. You can see the second to last arena wall there. It's still the third from the last arena, and arena 2 and 3 are outside those arena walls. That's why I'm showing you that. It will be final arena 1. And I will speed this next part up. And I will pause this at different intervals. In real time, I thought this player was going off and picking other players. They got into that Funko. But they are not actually. They are taking an unnecessary risk, engaging in more head-to-heads, and wind up losing. And it trades hands multiple times here. So that Funko driver just lost that head-to-head. The winner of that head-to-head takes the Funko. Crazy. And I will speed this up, as you may notice. I wish the Camaro was that fast. So I just came over here. I was trying to catch someone out of position, glancing at drops. And then, right as I am getting in position, the driver of that Funko loses a head-to-head, and the winner of that head-to-head takes the Funko just before the final showdown. Crazy. So it's a 3-driver final showdown. The Funko changed hands 3 times, and it's not uncommon for people that engage in late head-to-heads to get caught out of position for this final showdown.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 1. The range of time to leave is 22 to 25 seconds. I'll try leaving at 26 seconds. I may have been wise to add 1 or 2 more seconds to that, but let's give this a try. It does appear as though I am the only one attempting to time their exit, so it may be a moot point. There is a car over here on the left. What are they in? I will pause this. Look at that. That is a level 8 MG Metro with their map open, and they have no plan. The Funko is coming over to the highway, going the wrong direction. Crazy. I have a good shot at winning this, even though I am late by my standards on my exit at 1 second. Finish point appears to be somewhere around the lava field. I'll know more as I get closer and open up the map. Get my speed up and open up the map in this straightaway and pause this. I can see it is roughly west of the lava field, and I can use the solar panels as a mark to turn to the right. Go under this bridge, and the solar panels will be over on the left. You can see a road that is off on the left with a short dirt road. That's the solar panels, and I will go between these 2 roads. That dirt road off on the right, around that bend in the road, there are some buildings I want to go into. avoid those obstructions over to this finish. What a great win in the unlikely Camaro that I stole. Yes.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
I'll jump into this game in the level 5 Bronco R, taking a peek at this drop, and right as I do, another driver appears. Not sure where they came from. They weren't on the mini-map until I got right next to the drop. I take the Chola, and a third driver comes along, and I challenge them. So this is actually going into the woods in the Chola, which could be a recipe for disaster. As you may know, the Chola gets hung up and everything. So through the building gap there, through the city, I'm spinning out here, having difficulties. Where am I going? Where are we going? Why I didn't carry on over there was the bridge was here. So I open up the map and I'm pausing this. This does two things. It shows where the finish is, and it also shows me this will be Final Arena 15. You can see the aerodrome is within the arena wall. Alright, into the trees. I start out by hitting a tree. They're right behind me, giving me a nudge. Another nudge. Sorry if I'm in your way there, buddy. Oh, I get hung up in the logs. This is what I feared with the Chola. It looks at this point I'm going to lose this race. And I'll slow this down. They're flashing, prepared to be eliminated, and this is hilarious. Watch this. They run right into a tree, short of the finish, and I pass them and win. Maybe a little less concerned about your cute little messages there, and more on trying to get to the finish. So I will take the level 7 Jeep Trailcat, and I instantly got out of the woods. I will jump ahead where I went over north of New Lake around the intersection. And I'm trying to catch someone and engage in a head-to-head. Here's someone right in front of me. Watch what happens here. This is wild. They are on the outside of the buildings, and there's a level 10 Bronco. I am so glad I did not engage in a head-to-head with them, and I noticed this level 10 Bronco. Yes. This changes everything. No need to engage in any head-to-heads now. I wound up just going away from the progression of the game, and the arena will begin to shrink in roughly 40 seconds. And I open up the map. I can see the Final Arena 15 now. And that's 14 that overlaps that. You see the one of, but it doesn't have the aerodrome within it. So I will speed this up. I just wound up going up the hill up here, waiting for the arena to shrink, and when the arena begins to shrink, I will get in position, follow this angled road, which is the route that I always take when exiting, or actually after exiting, and this is the point I like to leave from right here, directed east. Let's turn around. Here we go. Right here.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
And I like a shorter distance to this exit because sometimes you have to deal with cross traffic, those that are heading north, taking a different route. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 15. The range of time to leave is 11 to 13 seconds, and I will leave at the minimum 11 seconds because the Brocky has a very quick acceleration rate. there's a lot going on here. That Hoonigan Group A would be early if they continued on. I have a griefer. I open up the map, and that causes them to remain in front of me, and I'll replay that in slow motion. I had to watch it a few times to see what exactly happened here. And I wind up continuing on my line and exit perfectly at 3 seconds with the level 7 Bronco in tow. In real time, I thought they were eliminated. They were not. That was someone else. And the finish is straight ahead pretty much. So I will go around this electrical power tower and follow along the line of electrical power towers. Close to this one, there is the solar panels, and around the solar panels you can see the little buildings there you avoid. Now I will go between this dirt road on the left and the paved road on the right. This is a clear path through here. And just ahead is a road configuration that's shaped like the thumbs up. To the left of that is a grove of trees. So I will go between the thumb and the grove of trees and go over towards this finish. You can see all those buildings I avoid on this line. Oh, I nicked one tree, but it will not change the outcome. Oh, great win in this Brocky I found. Yes!
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
I will jump into this game just before the arena is going to begin to shrink for Arena 7. You can see the final arena now. I'll put the overlay for those two arenas and then remove it. And someone gets into a Lamborghini Centenario. And I've actually had 0 head-to-heads this game, which is why I just jumped in at this point. I will speed this up where I am getting in position for the final showdown, and this is actually the road that I always will follow when exiting for Final Arena 7. Right at this bend in the road, directed west. Right here is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
Someone completes a late head-to-head and gets into a Hoonigan RS200, so there's at least 2 level 10s in this final showdown. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 7. The range of time to leave is 18 to 20 seconds. That's for level 10s or near level 10 speed vehicles. So I will try leaving at 23 seconds. And hopefully that winds up working out well. Timed exit. There does appear to be a vehicle behind me on this road, but a bit of a distance back. It's typical for others to go northwest from this final arena. I exit at 2.5 seconds, which is a perfect exit by my standards, which will leave 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. When the finish point appears, it's straight ahead. So I will continue on this road. In the left center of this traffic circle, and I'll slow this down, this path between the trees there, and I will follow along this line and open up the map between the trees here, and I'll pause this. I can see the finish is in the farmer field, but I want to go farther off to the left. There's a dirt road just beyond Atlantis to Tula that's a clear route. A direct route to this pin is through dense trees, and I am so intently watching the mini-map that I am not watching where I am going through here, and watch what takes place. This is kind of comical. I run right into that tree. Fortunately, I did not go vertical and get stuck and have to reset. I would have lost the whole race right there. And that sounds like the Lamborghini Centenario engine screaming, and they hit a tree off to the right back there. So now that I'm around all the trees, I angle over towards this finish. What a great win with 0 head-to-heads. Yes!
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
I, as you can see, am in the greatly hated Camaro. Not by me, actually. I don't have a problem with it. I know I have to use caution and make certain I have good positioning. And you're better off having some pavement under the wheels. It's terrible off-road, or at least changing direction. Once you have momentum, it's not too bad. So you can see I'm right near Horizon Street Scene Festival site. I could catch someone that was just parked there waiting for crops. Didn't, so let's go back towards the west and turn around. I have someone following me. Who do we have here? They avoid me, so they must be a skilled player, but a third vehicle comes along, and this winds up being a bit of a nemesis in the Porsche Cayenne. Go. I should be able to beat them. Roughly follow along this road here and go over towards the highway. On the highway, but they should not be able to catch me and won't. Watch out for griefers through here. Sometimes people will just try to ram you. Got it. And I instantly will turn over here, and they quit right as I cross the finish. So I didn't show their gamer tag. Take the also greatly hated Jeep Trackhawk, and know I have to use caution with this as well. And we'll speed this up, where I went away from the progression of the game. And I wound up chasing this car around, and I was trying to make sure I had good positioning on them. They're in a level 4 Audi S1. As long as I have a clean run through here, I should be able to beat them. I do have to cross. I think there's actually a double stream through here. There is. Slows me down quite a bit, and they're not too far behind. Actually, the Audi S1 is not too bad of a vehicle for a level 4. This tank is gaining some speed. This is going to be a final arena in the northeast. So I need to get over on the road here, avoiding some trees. See, someone else just completed a head-to-head there, so I will go off into the tree so they can't snipe me as I am leveling up.
Opponent eliminated!
Alright, great. The G1. So I will just continue on over here into the trees, and I open up the map. You can see the final arena 4 now, and I'll put the overlay for 4 and 5 when it does not have the triangular shaped intersection within the arena wall, that shows it is arena 4, not 5. So I will jump ahead where I am just getting in position for the final showdown, right at this bend in the road, directed west. That's the point I like to leave from, and someone was outside of the arena and is eliminated there.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is arena 4. The range of time to leave is 26 to 29 seconds. I will try leaving at 27 seconds and hopefully have optimal speed as I exit. There's a driver off on the left, quite possibly was caught out of position in a late head-to-head. I go flying by this level 9 Andretti Beetle that is not attempting to time their exit. I just maintain my speed through here. It's not necessary for me to have a perfect exit. I have such a large lead. I time with a great amount of speed at 2 seconds, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. And the finish point appears. Actually, it looks like it may be around the pyramid strip or the greenhouse area. I'll know more in the straightaway when I open up the map. Open up the map in the straightaway, and I can see it is around the southeast end of the pyramid strip. So I will use this cloverleaf to turn over to the left and attempt to take the route along the side of the pyramid strip here. Regular gameplay, there's a speed trap through here, so I'm just familiar with that route. Let's see if I can jump over to this finish here. Just missed it. Clip this tree, but not going to change the outcome. What a great win. Yes!
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I'll jump into this game kind of earlier in the game. You can see I am in a level 5 Birdie, and I challenge this level 2 Audi RS6, which is a Vulcan fanboy. And we'll speed this up. I get on the highway, maintain my lead, and they actually have a faster vehicle. That Audi RS6, if they would have followed a direct route over to this pin, they would have won. They went too far to the right, and I get to the pin right in front of them. And Vulcan fanboy is eliminated.
Opponent eliminated.
Level up into the level 6 Chola, and I'll open up the map and pause this here. You see where the arena walls touch? I can tell it's going to be Final Arena 1. I'll have 1, 2, and 3, so you can see that 2 and 3 are outside of the arena wall for reference there. Now I will jump ahead. I'm trying to get positioning on this vehicle here that is also in a level 6, but the Exoset accelerates quicker but has a lower top speed. So I will also fast forward this head-to-head. You can see I am maintaining the lead, having a clean run through here. Going around the festival site, I bump into that level 4, but regardless, I get to the finish in front of the Exoset, and they wound up quitting right as I crossed the finish there. So show their gamer tag. I get into the great Merc AMG GT. fast forward this where I am trying to get positioning where I am on the other side of this driver. I do. And I am up against a goofy tulip. And we'll fast forward this head-to-head. This was actually a very easy head-to-head, having positioning and momentum going the direction of the finish point of the head-to-head. Funny gamer tag.
Opponent eliminated.
And I will take the level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck and try and continue leveling up. Jump ahead again. I'm trying to get positioning on this vehicle here. Get on the other side of them with momentum going the direction of the finish of the head-to-head and chasing them. And a third vehicle comes over. I engage in a head-to-head with them, the faster Lamborghini Murcielago, but I think I intercepted them chasing that other vehicle and have momentum going the direction of the finish. So this is great. I take out a level 8 Lamborghini Murcielago and I will be able to level up into a level 9. I'm hoping it's not the Jeep Trackhawk. Let's see what is offered.
Opponent eliminated.
Alright, I will take it. The Huni Group A. This is pretty much a level 10 speed vehicle. It'd be great if I could get into another head-to-head here. And I will fast forward this. I decided to go over around where this head-to-head just completed. They got into a level 8 MG Metro, which actually accelerates very quickly off-road, but the Hunican Group A will pass them. I need to get on the highway here, get over to this finish in front of them, and we'll get into a level 10. Some great head-to-heads I'm winning here.
Opponent eliminated.
Alright, level 10 Funko. I will take it. It can be a squirrely vehicle at high speeds, but I found pulsating the accelerator in turns, we can manage high speeds with this vehicle. So I will just get in position now for the final showdown right here.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 1. The range of time to leave is 22 to 25 seconds. I will leave at the minimum 22 seconds because the Funko actually has a very quick acceleration rate. This Lamborghini Murcielago tries blocking, and I opened up the map temporarily, and we are entangled as I push them. And watch this. I exit with a great amount of speed at 2 seconds, and they wind up being eliminated by the arena. So they must have had damage on their timeout bar. I was cracking up literally during this because they attempted to try and slow me down and wound up being entangled with me and eliminated by the arena, me pushing them out. So off we go here, or off I go. I have a pretty decent lead. It looks like the finish is somewhere around, yes, it's around the bridge that crosses the dam, actually just this side of it. I know after I get under this bridge to angle over to the left and follow the shoreline pretty much. There's a road that goes along the dry reservoir through here. edge of this little hill over to the finish for a great win. Yes, what a great game. Haha.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator! Opponent eliminated!
I'll jump into this game about midway through this game. I've had 3 head-to-heads. Now in the Exo set, this will be Final Arena 16. Put that overlay there where you can see where that's at. West of Horizon Mexico Festival site. This is always a fun and tricky area, having to go through the Baja with the boulders and the ravine that you have to go through. Circle around the perimeter here and then start heading back the direction a head-to-head would lead. And here's a car right in front of me going away from the direction of a head-to-head in a level 9 Hoonigan RSRX. So I know to angle over to the right here. Clear path through the ravine on this line. Over around the end of that triangular shaped intersection over to this finish, and I will eliminate and take the level 9 Hoonigan RSRX. Thank you very much.
Opponent eliminated!
To engage in another head-to-head and get into a level 10 here. So I will speed this up. You can see I am going outside of where the future arena wall is. This is west of New Lake, and I catch this level 6. A nemesis. Once again, we cross paths. I have the advantage in this vehicle being off-road. It accelerates so quickly off-road. So I just need to have a clear path here. And I remember actually to open up the map here. You see that T-shaped intersection that crosses the ravine? That is a clear path. I need to go close to that T-shaped intersection. And there are some boulders actually just this side short of that T I have to watch out for. There they are there. Now I can angle over towards this finish and eliminate a nemesis. Oh, I hit some boulders. I forgot about those. They're catching up, but I should still be able to beat them. And they, as they did previously, quit right as I crossed the finish, so it won't show their gamer tag.
Opponent eliminated!
Alright, perfect. The Hoonigan RS200. This is a great vehicle for this final showdown. And I'll open up the map again and show you. You can see the second to last arena wall that is yet to shrink to, and I put the overlay for Final Arena 16 there. I will speed this up. I wound up just kind of driving around, not really wanting to engage in a head-to-head, but if I could quite possibly eliminate some competition here over this direction heading west, then so be it. And this vehicle is coming right towards me. I'm trying to lure them over, and here they are right here. What are they in? They are in a level 9 Fiesta. Great off-road car. So let's get around these boulders, and I clip the side of it, do a 360. They have the lead, but they make a fatal error and they stay off-road. So they won't be able to catch me. I'll get on the pavement and put the power down here. And just ahead is where every intro to every one of my videos took place. I clipped some rocks here on the right, and I'll show the overlay of that. Welcome to Fastang 444. That's there. I will go over to this finish here. And just stay in the RS200. Eliminate possible competition for the final showdown. I don't want the Funko or the Fiesta. No, thank you. And I will speed this part up. I kind of drove around the perimeter and am just going to make my way over and get in position for the final showdown. And I did not see this vehicle on the mini-map. I am in a head-to-head, unfortunately. And they wind up running right into that Nissan GTR. So I just narrowly averted catastrophe by them running into that car, and will eliminate them.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Stay in the, again, RS200.
Opponent eliminated.
Funko. So now we'll just get in position for the final showdown. Just beyond this intersection is normally where I would leave, but I freeze frame this here. Final showdown in 18 seconds. The range of time to leave between that triangular shaped intersection and the ravine is 20 to 23 seconds for Arena 16. So I will leave now. I think I'm going to actually have a very well timed exit, albeit scrambling to my exit. Let's see how I do here. Past this level 9 Fiesta, and I can see I need to accelerate. I time perfectly, actually, at 2.5 seconds for scrambling, which will leave 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. Finish point appears southeast, so I will go a little farther to the left and angle to the right on this road here and follow on this line directly over towards this finish. I will avoid all of the lava field on this line. I do have to watch out for some boulders and those buildings there on the right. Get around this road here and put the power down. And I will open up the map and freeze frame that. It is right where the wet season north to south river jump is at. So I will go left of this electrical power tower. More of a direct line to this pin. There are trees, so kind of going off to the left here. I will avoid them. See those trees there. Get through here as the other vehicles come screaming in. What a great win. Yes!
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator.
I'll show you this game right at the beginning. I find this level 5 Bronco R. I actually started this game close to where I completed a previous game. And I will jump ahead. This was later on the same day as the previous game I just showed you. And here's this Nemesis again. I am up against this Nemesis MG Metro. Again. This time they are in a level 8 MG Metro. I had momentum. So I need to get on the road and put the power down here. This vehicle actually has a slightly higher top speed. And they opened up the map, which caused them to lose momentum back there, to my surprise. I would not have done that. So I just need to get through the trees here cleanly, which I do. They are right behind me. And this is the third time I wind up beating them narrowly, and they will quit again, so it won't show their gamer tag. Wow. Actually considered taking the much faster road speed Audi RS7, but I went up 3 levels higher by beating them. I have to take my Nemesis's vehicle. 2 more head-to-heads, I get into a level 10. So I am going away from the progression of the game. I open up the map, and I can see this is going to be Final Arena 1. Put that overlay there showing Final Arena 1. So again, going away from the progression of the game, I jumped ahead again. I caught this level 5 Maserati, and I was going away from the direction of a head-to-head. That was actually poor positioning on my part. If they would have turned around, they could have passed me and won. But they rage quit, seeing I'm in a level 8 to my surprise. So I get into the Great Hoonigan Group A, near level 10 speeds. And the arena is shrinking. So I am just going to full send it here. Hopefully cross paths with someone and get into a level 10. There's a vehicle over on my left. Let's see if I can catch them. I do. They are in a Merc AMG 1. No way. Wow. So I will be able to get into this Merc AMG 1 here very shortly. This is great. Supports for that sign, and then I go over. It'll stop you. Thank you, Knight M876, for the Merc AMG 1. Thank you very much. And I always will take the opponents when it offers me the same. It's just a matter of fact. I beat you and took your Merc AMG 1, so now I will jump ahead where I'm getting in position for the final showdown right here between the perimeter and this bridge in the right lane.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 1. The range of time to leave is 22 to 25 seconds. I will leave it 25 seconds. Although the Merc AMG 1 has the highest road speed, it has one of the slower acceleration rates. Like another Merc AMG 1 trying to slow me down there. So, yes, I opened up the map. Here's an online gaming friend, lost to you again, in a level 8 Camaro, saying hello. Good luck to you. And I timed my exit well at 2 seconds with a great amount of speed, 202 miles per hour, which will leave 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. Finish point appears roughly north of the highway. I'll open up the map in the straightaway and see right where this is at, and I do, and I'll pause this. It is west of the lava field. So once I get beyond this next bridge that crosses the highway angles over to the right. And I will angle over towards this finish gradually here, trying to maintain as much speed as possible. friend and subscriber after this game lost to you again. Said that it's him right behind me in the Camaro, to my surprise. He did really well. Good game. Lost to you again. But for me, another great win. Yes! Ha-ha!
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I'll jump into this game later in the game. 13 drivers left. I'm crossing the finish in this Jeep Trailcat. Actually, it looks like they quit. And they didn't show their gamer tag, so I will get into the Camaro. I say that because it's a car that is really hated, and there's someone right nearby, so I just engaged in a head-to-head here. Immediately, came right over to me. This is going to be final showdown in the northeast. You can see that triangular shaped intersection that's off on the right. When that's within it, it shows it will be Final Arena 5. And I am slowing down here where I do not run into any trees. I have a decent lead. Must finish. Get into level 9 here. It doesn't offer me the track hawk. Go for one. Lead a car to another. And it does. I'll just use cautioning with it, make sure I have very good positioning. And as I head over this direction, I open up the map and I will pause this. You can see that triangular shaped intersection in the northeast I mentioned that shows it will be Final Arena 5. And by coming over here, I don't have to go through as many trees. And as I get to this point, I can see someone just completed a head-to-head. It looks like that very well may be a Lambo Centenario. It is. So I caught them right as they leveled up. Have a bit of momentum on them, which will work definitely to my advantage. Speed is not a factor once you get into the trees here. It's just having a clean run. Fortunately, I land on a trail. I'd like to say I knew exactly where that was, but that worked out perfectly. And I get out of the track hawk, and let's see what is offered other than the Lambo, the Funko. So I will take the Lamborghini Centenario. Be better on the pavement, which typically this final showdown is westbound on pavement. Yes. There we go again. We can see the Final Arena wall now. For Final Arena 5, put the overlay for 4 and 5 so you can see those in the northeast. And I will speed this up. You can see I just came over here. And I'm going to wait until the arena begins to shrink and then get in position now for the final showdown. I'm going slow where there isn't enough time for anyone to engage and complete a head-to-head with me. Right at the middle of this triangular shaped intersection, directed west, is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 5. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave it 20 seconds. That's an exo set that's behind me that went flying by me trying to complete a head-to-head. There is a level 10 Rocky. And I timed my exit at 1 second. By my standards, that's 2 seconds late. But I have a very commanding lead at this point with good speed. The finish appears to be very close to the highway. The highway bends to the right here, as you can see. So as I get to this point, I can see it is north of the highway. Open up the map in the straightaway here, and it is east of the stadium. So I will angle over to the right when I see that bridge. I'm trying to get in line of that angled road there. Roughly follow along the line of that, and then angle over towards this finish. The Brocky takes the lead through here, but as I get over the crest of this little hill here, look at the trees that they go through, and they wind up running into a tree. I pass them and will get a great win in. Yes. I like pausing when it flashes the other gamer tags. For whatever reason, it does not always show them clearly.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
5 eliminations, and the last one was the best, beating a Lamborghini Centenario with a Jeep Trackhawk. I saw this level 6 exo set right at the beginning, so I moved over to this dirt road right next to it. This is in the greenhouse area. I call this the home base, where I like to begin and end the day of gaming, and there is a vehicle coming over right to me, so let's get into a head-to-head right away with them. And I did. I just will show as I cross the finish there. It's a very easy win up against a level 1.
Opponent eliminated!
Nissan Tsuru. Get into the level 7 Ferrari. I know I have to use a bit of caution with it. Went away from the progression of the game over here to the thumbs up. Another point I like to begin at, and jump ahead where I cross the finish. Another easy win.
Opponent eliminated!
Great Nissan GTR, one of my favorite cars in this game. I can jump ahead again where I am getting into a head-to-head with a Gabirdi. We'll fast forward this head-to-head. Just finish into level 9.
Opponent eliminated!
I did wind up taking the Jeep Trackhawk, but no, I have to use caution with it. The plan is to get into one more head-to-head, and I will jump ahead. I came over to the hills here on the perimeter, catch this level 2 Audi RS6, and off we go. Should be able to beat them if I have a clean run through here. And I'll put this overlay for 11, 12, and 13. I know from past experience when the head-to-heads go back and forth between the highway and the lava field, it will be Final Arena 12.
Opponent eliminated!
Alright, great. The level 10 Lamborghini Centenario. This will work out well for the final showdown, which typically is eastbound on the highway. And I will jump ahead again where I am getting in position for the final showdown.
Head-to-heads complete! Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 12. The range of time to leave is 16 to 18 seconds. I will leave it 17 seconds. I will slow this down. That is a Merc AMG 1. I am actually late by my standards on my exit at 1.5 seconds, which will leave 2 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. The advantage at this point is I have momentum in the lead. And it initially looks as though the finish is around the greenhouse area. I'll open up the map in this straightaway and confirm that it is. And I can see to go around the north end of the pyramid strip. So where the highway bends to the left, I will continue straight, going left of this electrical power tower, right of that bridge, north of the pyramid strip, and I will zero in on the mini-map. They are trying to shoot the gap and hit something back there. So I will be able to get this win in. Yes, dominant win. This wound up being 5 wins in a row on this day. What a great start.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I'll jump into this game later in the game. As you can see, this is in the northwest, around Horizon Baja Festival site there. This is a level 6 exo set that's behind me, which is actually very good in short head-to-heads, off-road. Should be needing some buggy. But I will get over and jump to this finish. What a great win.
Opponent eliminated.
I will take the level 8 Camaro and know I have to use caution, especially in the Baja off-road. There are vehicles all around me. Let's see if I can catch one of them real quick. Here's one over on the left. What are they in? I'll freeze frame this. That is a level 8 Lamborghini Murcielago, and I was close enough to them to engage in a head-to-head. I think they were trying to evade me and go off. And there's usually a delay before someone realizes they're in a head-to-head because I have my horn set as a camera shutter, which when you're driving through things sounds very similar to hitting a fence.
Opponent eliminated.
I will gladly take the level 9 Fiesta and get out of the Camaro. And I wound up waiting here, and I'll fast forward this. Watch this. I was kind of driving around the perimeter trying to catch someone, and this is a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario I am chasing. They did a great job at staying away from me, but then they get up in the boulders here and they run into those boulders and I catch them. So hopefully I have a clean run through here. I know I have to try and get through some boulders. I do not. I run right into the boulders. They take the lead. It's not looking very promising at this point. They're flashing coming through on their chat. I'll zero in on that. Well, right where they are going is the little sand dune that I like to leave on. And they wind up spinning out there and open up their map. I'm not sure if they're quitting out of frustration. Let's see if it shows their gamer tag or not. It does, so they didn't quit. So I'm not sure why they opened up the map. That might have caused them to spin out. Foolish. So maybe in trying to flash messages, they hit the wrong button. But regardless, I am in a great off-road level 10 Rocky for this final showdown. And the arena is shrinking for the final showdown, so I will now get in position for the final showdown. Let's go over to that ridge that they were on when I was coming through. Right here. Directed southeast is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 17. The range of time to leave is 12 to 14 seconds. I will try leaving it 14 seconds. If I find I'm a little early on my exit, I will angle over to the left. There's a greater distance to the arena wall the farther left you go. And I need to angle over to the left and time my exit perfectly right at 3 seconds, which will leave 1/2 of a second remaining on the timeout bar. Finish point is straight ahead. Roughly, it looks like it's around Horizon, Mexico. I will angle over to the left here. I am looking for a straight section of road right here. A little far to the left. I just missed it, but fortunately I landed on the top of that ridge there. Now I know I can cut across this bend in the road that goes off to the right between the lava. Now back on the road. As I get closer, I can see this finish is around Horizon, Mexico. This dirt road that's off on the left that looks roughly like a nose, that dirt road crosses this paved road. I know I can angle over to the right here. That's a clear route between the rocks. Just angle over towards this finish, open up the map for a second, and it is outside of the festival site, so straight ahead. Let's put the power down for a great win. Yes! In a game where I was in a Fiesta and beat a Lambo Centenario.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
As you can see, I am in a level 7 Jeep Trailcat, and I was chasing this car that winds up taking a level 6, but I catch this MG Metro that was trying to snipe them as they were taking that drop. And I think it's funny, their gamer tag, Smart Knight. Well, good night, Smart Knight. Unfortunately, it offers me the MG Metro to level up or take theirs. I will always take the opponents if it offers the same. I will speed this part up. I'm trying to get positioning, knowing I have to use caution. I can only win an off-road head-to-head. I cannot win a head-to-head on the pavement in the MG Metro. That is an Audi RS7, a level 6, which is more of a level 9 top speed on the pavement. So I have to try and lead it off-road. That's my only chance of beating this car. I can't beat them on the pavement. And we're doing a bit of cat and mouse over here around the stream, and I get them. Let's go. So I'll be able to accelerate quicker off-road in the MG Metro. And then I need to get it over on the pavement. And I should be able to beat them here. And I will. I'm pulling away from them. And I will slow this down. There's a lot going on here. Here's a level 6 aerial nomad that comes over trying to be a griefer. They miss me. The Audi RS7 comes over and rams me out of frustration. I can't say I blame them, but I am going to level up into the Great Hoonigan Group A, and I'm going to chase down that aerial nomad, which I do. They're right here. I have to make sure I have good positioning. Finally get on the other side of them with momentum, engage in a head-to-head. I'll be making the final showdown if all goes well. Avoid a few trees through here, cross the stream around the dirt road. I have to watch out for some buildings that are just short of the finish on the left there. I do. Oh, don't go out of bounds. Don't go out, okay? And then quit. So I will take the Merc AMG 1. This will be perfect for the final showdown, which is typically a westbound final showdown. 3 drivers left. Head-to-head just completed there. Get into a level 10 Funko. Rain is shrinking for the final showdown, so I will get in position right around this seam on this side of the bridge. Directed west is the point I like to leave from.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 3. The range of time to leave is 22 to 26 seconds. I'll try leaving at 26 seconds. I may have to adjust my speed as I near my exit. This is a 3-driver final showdown. That is a Funko going east and a Andretti Beetle also going east. I am going to stay the course and go west. I hope this works out. And watch how close I exit here. I exit far too close. I'm the only one going this direction. That was foolish on my part. And I had to slow down to even make it that close. Look at the timeout bar, 1 millisecond remaining. But I succeeded. Finishes this direction. I am the only one with speed going this direction. Oh, it appears as though they turned around and came this direction. I'm not sure what they were doing back there. And the finish is south of the highway. I will open up the map and pause this here. It is right close to where the wet season river jump is. This is the dry season. So I will clear this intersection and then go over to the left here. There is a T-shaped intersection just right of that. There's a gap through the trees that leads to this road where the finish is. What a great win. Yes!
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
this was the third head-to-head that I was in this game. I am in the Volkswagen Andretti Beetle. The arena is shrinking for the final showdown. So I need to get my bearings straight here and get in position for the final showdown.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Just left of this bridge at this bend in the road is the point I like to lead from. And when I get over here, here is a level 6 Exocet. And more importantly, that's a level 10 Merc AMG 1. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 15. The range of time to leave is 11 to 13 seconds. I will leave right in the middle of that range at 12 seconds. I turn to the left as I exit at 2.5 seconds, which will leave 1 second remaining on the timeout bar. I want to be in line of this angled road. There are buildings on the left I avoid, and you can see that bridge on the right I avoid on this line. Finish point. Here's towards the mountain. So I will go right of this electrical power tower, get on this road, put the power down, avoiding the buildings on the left there. Angle slightly over to the left. This area I'm going through is the lava field, and the road configuration is shaped like a bird. I know I can go through the neck in the left center of the wing. Clear path through here. The church ruins off on the right. Go between the lava here. Very commanding lead at this point. I'm not sure what the Merc AMG 1 did back there. Not my problem. I'm going to have a great win in this Volkswagen Andretti Beetle. Up against a Merc AMG 1. Yes.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati. Oh, shh.
I will jump into this game later in the game. 8 drivers left. I am in the Nissan GTR. Someone actually just got into a Lamborghini Centenario there. And I am going to just full send it. I'm hoping I can cross paths with that Lamborghini Centenario and take it. Not cross paths with someone and get into something faster, hopefully. Hoping I actually can get into 2 more head-to-heads here. Vehicles in front of me. Here's one over on the right. I got them. They tried evading me there in the level 9 Fiesta. So I need to angle over back towards the road where this finish is. Oh, they rage quit. That'll help me possibly get into one more head-to-head here. And I definitely will take the Fiesta over the Trackhawk. Plan is one more head-to-head. It's going to be close. You can see Final Arena 4 now. Put the overlay for 4 and 5. The triangular shaped intersection isn't within it, so that is clue it's going to be Final Arena 4. Jumping ahead here, the arena is shrinking for the final showdown. I am chasing this level 7. I do catch them and engage in a head-to-head. And I don't know if there's enough time actually to complete this head-to-head. It may be very close. Let's see. Just around these trees here. We're on the road. Ah, no. Head-to-head's canceled. Alright, this is the point I like to leave from right here. And I'll open up the map. Pause this. You see on the map this point that I like to leave from for Arena 4. The range of time to leave is 26 to 29 seconds. It's 27 seconds now, so I need to leave now. I very well may be late on my exit. That was a Funko. Here's a Lamborghini Centenario. My only hope is the finish point is off-road. If it remains on the pavement, there's no way I'm going to beat the Lamborghini Centenario and the Funko. They will catch me. I exit with a fair amount of speed at 2 seconds. I am going to try and block the vehicles as they try and pass me. I bump the Lamborghini and the Funko veers off to the left, which I do as well. The finish is off-road, fortunately, so I have a shot at this. I know to angle over to the left here and cross the stream roughly around that dirt road that's on the left, that bridge that's off on the right. If you get too close to that, you'll get hung up there. I think that may have been the case for the Lamborghini behind me. The Funko is off on the right in the lead. Down this road between the buildings. Close to this intersection. Go over to this finish here. It's not looking very likely. I need a miracle. And I'll slow this down. Watch this. They hit a tree through there. And then I did too. No, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And the Lamborghini's coming off on the right. I got it right in front of them both. Yes! What a great win.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe. Please help me get to 1,000 subscribers.